Still in the Saton area. Just want to show you the contrast of the old buildings with a couple of the newer style, well they're not that new but newer, behind. But look on the corner here, this old school Thai style building. And check out the power lines on this corner. Holy shitbags. I mean, I was seeing some pretty nasty stuff around, but bloody hell. Look at this. Look at that. What a bunch of grapes. I want to have a little squeezy through the Saton area. Just quickly run across the road. Markets everywhere as usual. So to be fair, I'll go across and I'll have a look. We'll give you a little look-see at it. Saton area. I don't know if they're a day or a night market. Looks like we'll have a look, but they've got their lighting on now, so maybe they're more of a day slash evening market. What time is it here now? I'll give you a time, 4:30, so it could be one of those nighttime ones which do tend to set up around the 4-ish. I doubt all these would have been here all day long. It's just too hot to be sitting around. I know some food places do because everyone's eating lunch and whatnot, but it's just so damn hot in the day that a lot of these are nighttime. They start to pop up in the afternoon. So you've got a couple of different rows of them here. It's the outside row, and then you've got where the orange tents are, or whatever they are. There's another intersection. So look at that. Look at those buildings there with all the old signs and things on them. See out there, NEC, JVC, look at that. JVC, sure. Like you see some of these brands over here that we used to have in Australia 40 years ago, 50 years ago, and you hardly heard of them in the last 30 years. But they've still got the old signs up around in Bangkok. It's pretty nostalgic, seeing all the old brands, old companies, and then to see the old vintage signage as well. They got, oh man, it's a lot cheap, so cheap over here. Got smoothies and that for 35 and 40 baht. Look at this lady over here, she's selling the sticks. 6 baht, 10 baht, 20 baht. Some seafood and whatnot. It's not exactly the type of stuff I like. There's a lot of that processed stuff there for the fresh chicken and that. Some chicken, KFC in there, it's got them for 20 baht. Now this is the go, I tell you. Look at that pork and whatnot, pork and beef, 20 and 25 baht. These are the things I like to go to. What do you reckon? See, look, out here cooking them, all the bloody gizzards and guts and everything. Not a lot goes to waste, especially on things like chickens and that. The intestines and all the bloody gizzards and bloody giblets and goobies and everything else. It all gets cooked up and they eat it, but I won't eat it. I'll show it to you. You can eat whatever you like. Yeah, this place is a lot cheaper. This is attached to the shopping centre. There's a shopping centre here, but these are cute. Look at these little joints. Look how little they are. There's a little mousse satay Siam doing the sticks. 100 baht. How many do you get? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. A dozen sticks for 100 baht. Hey, that's not bad actually. A dozen sticks for 100 baht. Aren't these cute? These little joints. Look at that summer fresh hello. Wrap house. This one's a, what's this? Is it Thai or Chinese? Oh no, it's Thai food. Yeah, oh wow, okay, underneath it's got a lot of stuff in. Alright, I know, this video will go for a while. I'm gonna probably have already busted it up into two because they just get too long for a single video. And we probably don't really want to sit for, you know, an hour and 40 minutes watching me just waffling on about food, and everyone's sitting at home on the bloody lounge or on the bus or on the train watching me talking about food. This underneath this shopping centre, it's very clean, I know that, very clean. Lots of stores, look at that. Stores everywhere. They're not all food. There's a lot of food. What we got here? Desserts and Yoko's toast desserts. Milo. There's a Milo joint. Milo's very popular over here and in Asian countries. It's a very popular drink. And over this side, got a little bit of fashion wear. One of these little gaming joints. Yeah, put your 2 bob in it, 20 cents, and off you go. I don't know how much are these? Look at these little cute things. Huh. It's hard to win on these. Have you ever won anything? I mean, you put 50 cents or $1 in, and you spend about 20 bucks trying to get a thing that costs about 50 cents. Eventually you get it, because the machine is programmed, believe it or not. So we're back at some more. So yeah, while I'm waffling on and rambling on, the arm, the little hand thing, so it's got pressure. So inside, these things are computerized. They're like a poker machine. At some point they will allow one to be picked up. Enough money has gone into it, and the pressure of the grab becomes tighter, and it grabs it and gives you one. And you're probably thinking, well, how do you know that? I did a bit of research because I get inquisitive with things like that. I think, these are bloody rigged. They're like poker machines. They're all rigged. They're all set up. That's the way they are. Those machines are no different. All right, out of that little section, out of the frying pan and into the fire. Almost. Well, it's cooling down a bit. A little bit. There's a bit of a breeze blowing. You might see the tents here, the clothes moving a little bit. Yeah, you've got a bit of everything here, to be honest. You've got food, you've got, you know, cosmetics gear going on. You've got bloody pedicure joints, the hair salons. The kids can play them little games. That's just the downstairs part. I'm not going into this one. Another shopping centre. You get shopping centred out after a while. You've been into one, you've nearly been into all of them, but I do go into the big ones, as you've seen. We have a bit of a look through, buzz around, up and down, grab some food if I'm hungry. But you know, this area looks like a really old part of Thailand. Oh, Thailand. Yeah, of Bangkok. And I can imagine back in its day, in the heyday, the old markets that they would have had in these areas. Now most of it's just junk, to be honest, to be fair. But it depends what you're after. If you're specifically looking something like I was yesterday, remember I was looking for them cables and the micro SD, and I did find them. I found them in the end, and I got them at a good price. It pays to just look around a little bit, you know, like spend an extra 5 or 10 minutes. Now if I hadn't have eaten where I ate over there at Icon Siam, I would have been having my dinner here because it's got some really good prices and really nice stuff. So here you go, you can see all these, they're all along the line, side of the street here. We'll go up here, because I want to cut through the middle of them so I can have a better film, show you a little bit more. Cases, there's always phone cases around. 100 baht, that's the going rate. So everywhere I've been, I've seen them all for 100 baht. Phuket, Chiang Mai, Bangkok. 100 baht, that's it. Fried stuff. Take your pick. Chicken, pork, fish, you name it. Then we've got the fresh fruit. Got the fruit juice man there. Can't go past the fruit juices. And the old sushi. Sushi going on. I mean, doesn't sushi look beautiful? It really does. It's just a shame that I don't eat it. And it's pretty cheap too. They're about 10 baht. I didn't see the price there. About 10 baht a piece. These are 10 baht. The fried, so it's messy pork. There we go. My favourite, som tam Thai. This is beautiful. How much are theirs actually? Let's have a look. Som tam. Yeah, a bit cheaper. 50 baht. Fresh crabs, little blue swimmers. What are they? Look like little females, are they? Back home in Australia, they're all illegal. They're way too small. Our country's got a lot of strict limits, whether it's size limits or whether it's actual limits for quantity. And you know, you got Macca's up there. Sugarcane juice man's here. Ah, gosh, should I get one of them? Hang on, let's see how much they are. I'm getting a bit bloody thirsty. You get so thirsty walking around, I tell you, he's got no prices up. You might try and bloody slug me the tourist price. We'll have a look, hang on, might ask him in a second. He's busy. Oh, Mixu. Have you been to Mixu? Mixu. I got one of those popped up in George Street in Sydney. And I'd never seen it before, Mixu. I'd never heard of it. And I was walking past on, like, I think it was opening week, not even opening day. And I shit you not, the bloody, the what's the name, the line up to get into it went all the way down the street, down one block, spun back around. They had a bollard and everything, you know, with the things to stop people, you know, so they're in a line, snaking around in a line. There must have been 500 people waiting to get an ice cream. Because I think they were $1 when they first opened. They had the introductory Mixus for $1. But the standard price back home in Australia, they're $2 for a soft serve. And I reckon I had one in Hanoi in Vietnam, the first one I ever had last year. They've got them everywhere in Vietnam. And they were equivalent to about, I think 40 cents Australian, roughly. About 40 cents. I probably only had about 2 or 3 of them, but when I had the first one, it melted that bloody quick because it's so hot in Hanoi. But I had one and I thought, wow, these are nice, actually nicer than Macca's. They're Sunday. Anyhow, I'm going to ask this bloke, oh shit, there's someone else there. How much are these? Should I get one? So this is what I do, I contemplate whether I should or shouldn't. Because I think, you know what, I'm going to walk up the street a bit further, there's going to be a coconut smoothie for friggin' 40 baht. And I'll bloody go, shit, now I regret buying that other thing. But if they're not too dear, I'll grab one because they're quite refreshing. Have you ever had a sugarcane juice fresh? Mate, they're the bomb, I tell you. And it's not like you think, you know, you might think, oh Christ, I'm having a cup full of bloody sugar. No, you're not. It's not as sweet. It's sweet, but not as bad as if you were to have a big tablespoon or a big spoon of sugar. Sugar being processed, it's been dehydrated and processed and run through all of the shit that they do with it. And it's not good for you anyway. But sugarcane juice is a different story. I might get Dr. Google out and actually ask what the health benefits are of sugarcane. Righto, I Dr. Googled it because I was quite interested myself to know what the benefits were. So there's quite a few benefits, to be honest, with it. It's obviously low in fat and cholesterol. It's a good source of vitamin C, potassium. It's good for maintaining proper heart health, and it's rich in carbohydrates, provides a quick source of energy. Other things, so obviously a natural energy booster. Might help with jaundice. So if you've got jaundice, diuretic in nature, improves digestion, graceful aging. Well, how does it work with that? If you're looking for a remedy for anti-aging and fine skin lines, sugar cane juice may help. It contains antioxidants, phenolic acid and flavonoids. It helps in moisturising the skin and making it soft and glowing from the inside. Shit. Glycolic acid in sugarcane helps to maintain the radiance of the skin too. So it's got a lot of health benefits, much more than processed sugar. Processed sugar will probably do the complete opposite. The shit, there's not shit in it, it's just the process of it is not good. That's why I opt for no sugar added to drinks and milks and all of that sort of stuff now. But different story with the sugarcane juice. You just heard a few of those health facts. So guess what? On that note, I will now purchase from old mate up here a bloody sugarcane juice. If he says it's 100 baht, I'll probably still buy it. Hang about. How many is it? A couple of people are buying it. We'll see how much these are. Getting one. Sorry. One of those. Get two. See how much they are. 20, 40. So there might be about 25 each, maybe. How much did he say? I think I could see something like 25 baht or something. I'll just give him 40 baht because I don't want to be stuffing around on the street trying to find coins. Hello, how much is this? 25? One? How much is one? 30. All right, 30. It's 30. Get one of these. It's nice and cold. There you go. Thank you. 10 back. Beautiful. Thank you. See you. Righto, that was done. How easy was that? 30. $1.30. About $1.32, I think that is Australian. Let's just say somewhere around $1.30 Australian. They're not huge. They're not huge. This bloody idiot just ran into me. What is it with some people? He's not a local. I swear that he wasn't watching where he was going anyway. He was on his bloody phone looking at friggin' TikTok. Mate, you got to watch what you're doing. If you're going to walk around with your head stuffed in a phone, you need to be watching where you're walking. Like, honestly, you do, or you're going to get run over. Run over's probably worse maybe, for some people. Worse than bashing into someone. So there's them old school buses. Oh, here we go, hang on. There's the old school buses again. But don't they just look so retro? Like that, even the colour, the red with the cream, and there's a green stripe on it. They're the government ones, I believe. The orange, the yellow number plate on vehicles, I was told, are government, because they even have government tuk-tuks here. And the tourist man said that you get the yellow plated tuk-tuk, and that's the government one, and you'll get the best prices. He said they're the cheap, they're regulated prices, you won't get ripped off. Now I want to get into this sugarcane juice. They're not very big, but $1.30, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to drink this and I'm going to look 21 again. Yeah, I wish. But it's here, look, it's not that big. Hang on, back here so you can see it. Look at that. They're not that big, but did you hear the benefits? Talking about, you know, fine lines and all of this crap. I wonder how true a lot of that is. Like, they say it does this and it does that. You'd have to drink it every day, wouldn't you? For your whole life. Because nothing works overnight. You need to just be continuous with it. But I want to sit down somewhere because I want to grab a seat, sit down, open this thing up. I don't want to open it on the run because I'll squeeze the side of it and it'll be all over me. I'll end up with it running down my leg. It'll look like I wet me duds. Alright, old mate's having a snooze here, or he's fallen asleep. I don't know what's going on there. He's having a sleep. Oi. So I'll come back in a minute. We'll have a little drink. I'll let you know how it was. Oh, look out. Hey, but look at these. Who likes orchids? Do you like orchids? They're getting a little bit how you going now. But look at these ones here. How beautiful. I love orchids. Orchid is my favourite flower. The orchid is the national flower for Thailand. Purple orchid. It's exactly the same as every other sugarcane juice I've had. Pretty much you can be guaranteed, unless they've added something or watered it down, you can pretty much guarantee they're going to be the same, have the same flavour. It is nicer when it's cold, but I had that one up at Chiang Mai without ice, and he did that because they run that through fresh, and it was not cold, but it's still quite nice. It's just nicer when it is cold. It's a bit more refreshing. The fella I just bought this off, he was making them fresh because he had the machine there. You could probably see the machine, and he was had run through the sugar cane to make all of these, obviously. Yeah, behind me there you can see that ghost tower. I'm not far, see that in the background there somewhere. I haven't gotten too far because I got distracted by all the markets and stuff, which I get distracted easily, like as if you didn't know. I'm on holidays and I should probably be relaxing a bit more, but I'm actually finding it kind of relaxing doing these. I'm actually finding it kind of relaxing doing these vlogs, and surprising enough, I'm not embarrassed when I'm walking along the street talking to myself or talking to you. I know it's a bit of a fear for some vloggers that they don't want to walk and talk, or they don't want to be in public, and do it. And I have seen a lot of videos where people talk about that and how to try and overcome it. And funny enough, other than Phuket when I started, where I had no idea really what I was doing, and I think the video content was a bit the content was good, it was a bit lackluster. I wasn't speaking or anything. I don't know whether I was just not there yet, you know. But since going to Chiang Mai, and especially even now in Bangkok, I can't believe how much yapping I'm doing. And it's funny, like people are watching you and they're looking, they're turning around, they're going like this, you know, they're going, oh, what's he doing? But I'm actually enjoying it. And I think I'm creating way too much hours worth of content for nothing. I mean, it's just like almost like a walking video where you walk through a city and just film it. There are those ones around too where people just walk through certain places and just film. That's all they do. They don't talk, they don't show their face, they just film the locations that they're walking through. But this, I'm trying to be a little bit more interactive with you, point out some things of interest. If I look at something or something I see that I go, oh yeah, that looks worthy to chuck on the video, I'll crank it up and we'll have a bit of a look and a chat over it. But I'm only still pretty new here in Bangkok, haven't been here for very long. And I need to get into the mission. Sorry, I need a drink. Off track, Salom Road. I think that's the one I need to go down. Silom Road, or Surawong is where my hotel is, and I think that runs off here somewhere too. But getting back to the mission, I've spoken about it. Is that my lid? Oops, sorry, I just dropped my lid on the ground. I don't like littering anywhere. It doesn't matter where I am, third world countries or not. You don't chuck your bloody shit on the ground and it ends up in the drain and out in the bloody ocean and in some turtle's guts. But the mission, as I've said before, we've went over it, is happening very soon. I've started to notice homeless people, and I think it's one of those juggling acts. You look at one and you think, I saw one this morning when I was walking. I looked down, and he had a small little bottle of whiskey or something there, and I thought, oh, really? I'm not going to give you money so you can go to bloody 7-Eleven, buy yourself another flask of whiskey, mate. I'll help people that I see that are genuine, people that need to eat, people that want to feed, have a drink. They might want some new shoes or thongs or shirt or shorts. You go and help those sort of people. I'm not dialing out thousands of baht to people on the street so they can go and buy their packets of cigarettes and all of that shit. So you've got to be a bit wary in that regard. I know a few of the YouTubers out there as well that they won't give cash. They absolutely will not give cash. Some are diverse, they'll give some cash and they'll give some food stuff and whatever. I'm more on the humanitarian, if you want to call it that, side of things, with food, water. Eventually we're going to get into things like shelters for people, whether it be for short-term stays or whatever, but not fistful of cash, because unfortunately that's going to end up in the wrong hands. You have no control over what's going to happen from there on in. We have some, oh, if I can get it, look at that. That is a Bentley. Might have the King in it. No, I doubt it. It would have no number plate and it would have the royal insignia and flag flying on it. Well, this store, it's called Parachat. It's a manufacturer and importer. Look at that stuff there. See it? Oh, a bit of a reflection. I don't think it's bronze. It could be. Could be bronze. Everything in there. If it is bronze, actually I'd say it is. To be honest, that was really beautiful. Anyway, I've just finished. I just finished that sugarcane juice. That was great. When I wake up in the morning, I am going to feel 21. I won't look 21. I won't look 21. I might feel 21. I feel pretty good for my age. I don't even think anyone knows how old I am. I'll keep it a secret. You can guess down in the comments. Cough, cough. A bit of the Bangkok pollution. Hello. There's a lady there. Hello. How cute is that? You know, when you get a bit of that around here, they want to get on, they want to jump on the camera and say hello. They don't know who they're saying hello to, but they don't care. They're so happy. And I've had quite a few do that, but I can't get them in. Sometimes I can't get them in the camera. I'm looking, it's pointing the wrong way, or they think it's pointing to them, but it's actually pointing to me, and they're not in the shot. That's what I'm going to get in a lot more of into the videos, is get the local, have a chat. If you can get the ones, some speak really good English, others not so good. The ones that come up and, you know, they want to have a little chat, as long as they're not trying to sell me a condo or a bloody tour around the city for 20 grand, then we're good. I'm just checking the maps. Sorry, I'm not trying not to be rude. I'm turning here right. I just need to make sure I'm turning at the right bloody street. Couple of tourists here.
Right. So it's not so much showing that you're...
Oh, looks like he was a Pom. Sorry, Pom, I should say English. An English man. This looks like this Bentley's coming back. Is that Bentley, or is it yeah, Bentley, look at that. That's bloody nice, isn't it? That thing's huge. It's a 12-cylinder V12. Bentley, very, very expensive car. Apparently this is the street I've got to go down all the way back to my hotel. I walk all the way down, nearly to the end, swing left, and my hotel will be in there. So what, is this Surawong Road or what? Or does it not start yet? Hang on, I know I'm rambling on. I always do. Yeah, it must be Surawong Road. Is it? Yeah. Alright, so this is Surawong Road. So I've started at the start, and I'm staying almost right at the end of this road. I've known this road for years. And the name of it was always, it's got the bar, those nightclubs and everything. I knew all that area down there. I'd heard about that, and I've done a walkthrough down there before. But I'd never actually been on Surawong Road from the beginning, from down at the near the river. So this is the tollway. We're going under the tolls. So the highway, motorway, freeway, whatever you want to call it, is above, and all these cars are going to go and enter onto the tollway. So I've got to get across here in a minute. So this is a one-way. No, this is one way anyway. So they're getting the red light now. We're going to jump over. Here we go. We've got the green man. Telling us to walk. traffic. And bloody motorbikes are loud, aren't they? Have you ever ridden a motorbike? I remember as a kid, I lived on a farm. We owned a farm, and the family had hotels and whatever. So I've grown up in hotels, farms, hotels, and whatnot. And I was sitting on one of our motorbikes, my brother's motorbike, and something happened that fell arse over it, I think. Yeah, it fell over with me on it, and it burnt the side of my leg. It didn't scar. I don't even know which leg it was. There's no scars or anything, but it burnt the side of my leg and scared the absolute shit out of me. And after that, I'd never gotten on another motorbike until I came to Thailand back in, was the first time, 2010? Was it 2008? 2008 was Egypt, and then it came here in 2010 for the first time. And then that was when I first hired the motorbikes over here, which you could do, well, you can hire them. Anyone can hire them if you've got, at least have a license. You just needed to have a car license, and everything was fine. I'd been pulled up many times back then by the police for checks and things. They do license checks, and obviously I always wear a helmet anyway. But now over here you need to have a license with the motorcycle attached to it, so you no longer can just ride with a car license. You will get fined if you get picked up, stopped by the police, and now they're given fines for 1,000 baht. Apparently they're only supposed to be 300 baht, but you know what the story is there. Someone must be getting a cut. God, what was that? I thought it sounded like a frog. So, yeah, I was on a motorbike last year, and the helmet was fine, but the license, I didn't ever realise. I just showed the license, thought it was all good. Yeah, got helmets on. No. So this year I didn't bother. I didn't bother with the hiring any motorcycles. I just got the Bolt or the in-drive cars or motorcycles. I thought it's not worth it. Whilst hiring the motorbike itself is like 250 baht typically a day, it's pretty much the standard rate. You know, if you get pulled over every day, you don't want to be copping a 1,000. Oh, here's the old mate here, look. There he is. How are ya?
Yeah.
Good?
Good.
Where do you live? Thailand?
Thailand, yeah.
Yeah, Australia.
Oh.
Australia.
Oh, YouTuber?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, good stuff. Alrighty, take it easy. See you later. There you go. That's what I was saying. They're starting to get really friendly. Depends where you go around the city. Certain areas they seem to be more friendly than not. I suppose it depends how interactive I am as well when I'm walking. If I'm doing this now and I'm walking along, pacing along this Surawong road, and they're seeing it, they're like, oh, look out, hey, hello, how are you? Now, quickly back to the licensing. So you don't want to be getting done 1,000 baht a day. 1,000 baht a day is $44 a day. 250 baht for your motorbike's $11. So that's $55 a day. The $11 is all right. The bloody 1,000 baht fine's not real crash hot. You don't be copping that. Be all right if you just got it once. I had this thing in my head because I saw some people that had got a fine for 1,000 baht, and I thought, now I do a lot of thinking, but I thought that they said to the guy 3 days. Now, he'd already paid the fine, so I kind of made the assumption that when he said 3 days, he means you've got 3 days grace. Basically, it's like giving you a 3-day license to ride on the 1,000 baht. I don't know. I might be wrong there, but he mentioned 3 days. When the guy asked him something, and the officer said 3 days, and I thought, well, it's not 3 days to pay the fine because you've already paid it. Anyhow, that's just giving you a little bit of information on Thai licensing. You can either risk it. The only thing is, if you do risk it, so I've been doing a bit more research into it. If you do risk it, hello. Oh man, I'm full. I'm full. Sounds good. Look, where are you? You on there? Here you are. Wave. Hello.
Welcome.
I'll come back.
See the menu.
Oh, I'm so full. Full belly. I've eaten all day. Thanks, brother. Take care. There you go. Look, I tell you, they're getting even friendlier. Now, just be careful with the licensing. Done a lot more research into that. Yes, you can hire the motorbike from the places, no worries. They'll hire it probably to the monkey if the monkey's got 250 baht. The problem comes down to, if you don't have the motorcycle license, you are not insured. You might have travel insurance and you may have added on that component for motorcycle. If you have an accident and if you don't have a motorcycle license, void. You will not get it. You will not be able to claim. They'll knock your claim on the head. And then not only that, if you've wrecked their bike, you're going to have to pay for that. If you wreck someone else's bike or car, you're going to have to pay for that. If you kill someone, you won't be getting out of the country. You'll probably be in a Thai jail for, it'll probably be a life sentence. Doom and gloom over. You get the message. I thought I was fine. I thought, well, I've got a license, I've got a valid license, I'm insured, I get travel insurance, which, by the way, do get travel insurance. It's worth, I haven't had to claim, but it's worth the peace of mind. If you're coming over here, doesn't matter if it's a week, 2 weeks, 5 weeks, I'm out for 5 weeks at the moment, just get it, just pay them, you know, it might be you can just get the basic one, which is just the medical. At least just get the medical. It might only cost you, like, depending on how long you're going to be away, because it's day based, so it's per day.
Morning light wake up call, city life Bangkok tall. Echoes on a crowded street, every step feels so sweet. Smiling faces, markets bloom, street food scents fill the room. Sathon life, it's all alive, taking in this vibrant vibe. I'm walking through Sathon, upbeat rhythm going on. Feel the pulse under my feet, moving to the city's beat. Colors flash across my eyes, city sounds synchronize. Feeling free, feeling strong, Sathon life, here I belong. Motorbikes, they zip and zoom, tuk-tuks dance like a tune. Neon lights come nightfall, adventure in every wall. I'm walking through Sathon, upbeat rhythm going on. Feel the pulse under my feet, moving to the city's beat. I'm walking through Sathon, upbeat rhythm going on. Feel the pulse under my feet, moving to the city's beat.